Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing great and well. Welcome to another live stream. This is Wales live stream number 4, where we're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to set the plan for this week and see how we're going to trade this week. We're going to set our levels, supports, resistances, what has happened and what might happen, what's probable, what's not probable, and so on. So that being said, let's get started with the analysis. So let's look at market structure very quickly. Initially, at the monthly time frame, as you can see, nothing has changed. We haven't taken this lows. So what's this? Low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, and maybe a higher low. It's not confirmed, but maybe a higher low. So we're in an uptrend on the monthly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we are doing let's say this is the low, higher low, basically higher high, and maybe a higher low. Also on a weekly, we're in an uptrend. On a daily, let's look on the daily. So we had this uptrend over here, then we had this low, high, a higher low, but a lower high. Then we made a lower low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, and a lower low. We took this out. So on the daily, we might be on a downtrend. And this is a very important level over here if we break this whole structure. So we're going to be back to where we were on, which day it is. It's 22 to 26th of September. So all these gains gone. So on market structure, that's market structure. So let's look at the high time frame levels. Look what I'm going to do today. Let me delete every single thing I have over here. We're going to start fresh. Let's start fresh with each other, as if we're going to start looking at the chart from the beginning. Okay, that's done. The first thing we do is, what do we do? As we always do, we look at the monthly levels. So let's look at the monthly levels. This is one level over here. Let's call this the monthly level. Another monthly level is over here. This we said we don't mark. We're going to keep this one over here. It's too far away. I wouldn't consider it 6,000, but let's just keep that there. Now for the weeklies. This weekly has been taken out. And this week, there's a weekly over here. Let me change it. Okay. Then for more weeklies, we have one over here. One over here. Where are more weeklies? Show me more weeklies. This is not a weekly. This can be a weekly. Or this is too far away. Let me just delete it. If we lose all these levels, I'm going to start putting these lines. But for now, let's keep that away. Not a weekly, not a weekly, not a weekly. This, I wouldn't keep it. It's gone. It's a good weekly though. No more weeklies. Let's look at some dailies now. For the daily levels, we have... No, I wouldn't keep this. I wouldn't keep these. Oh, let's keep the first one over here. The daily. Another daily would be this level over here, which was taken on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Gonna ignore that. This was gone. I'm gonna ignore that. This is a better one. I wouldn't keep this one. It's been touched so many times. So let's ignore that daily. Let's see what other dailies we have. This can be a daily, but I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to keep this one is better, which lies on the weekly. So just remove the weekly and keep in mind that there's a weekly there. Don't forget that part. Here can be a daily as well. No. This can be a daily or a weekly. Just remove the weekly for now. This is... Let me keep that daily since we're here. And we're going right through it, okay? No, I'm not comfortable with this one. I wouldn't trade off of it, to be honest. So, yeah, it's enough for now, I think, for the dailies. Yeah, these are the dailies we have. So we're pretty much, in terms of the higher time frame HTF levels, we're pretty much in nowhere, the middle of nothing. So let me rename that. Organization is very important. Levels. Okay, this is the higher time frame levels. Yeah, so basically what has happened here is, from this drop we had a daily over here. Okay, this was one daily. We've been tapping it quite a while. And then also I've mentioned there is this important level here, 39.5, which we missed by, I mean, $100, I think. So we have this level over here and we have this daily. So let me go closer. So if you notice, what has happened is that we kept on bouncing on this daily, then had this drop, but still managed to stay above this daily and did not touch that level, which is, I mean, this is a strong level, but it's been touched so many times, so I'm not comfortable keeping it anymore or trading off of it. And basically this over here, this touch to the 39,500,000, 39,500, yeah. The touch over here happened on other exchanges, as you can see, on the to the exact dollar, but it didn't happen on Bybit exchange, which is a bit sad. But as you can see here, over here, it touched it exactly. Then this is Bitstamp, so that's fine. I'm still expecting lower, so let's see what happens. But let's do our analysis without any biases. Just forget I said that I'm expecting lower. Just let's do our analysis and without any biases, and let's move on. That's our higher time frame levels. As for our global and local Fibonacci levels, let's do that now. This is one level. This is one global level, and it seems like we broke it. Another level would be, let me just add this and see where this lies, around the 37. This is a nice level to consider, to be honest. Okay, let's just keep it this way. This is a global level, and just forget we passed this, but we're heading to the 0.786. Let me draw this global Fib support. And for resistance, let's look at resistance. Assuming we made this lower low, which is in the 57,880 region to 59 region, and then the 62,851. Let me keep just these then for here, since we still didn't reach them. Rename to local Fib systems. Okay, and for local support, I'd look at this, but that's gone. I'd look at this, but that's gone as well. I'd look at this, but this is exactly this. So maybe on the lower time frames, but let's just keep this here. We have the global and local Fib supports, which I like. And in terms of let's look at the yearly levels very quickly before moving into getting the naked point of controls. Okay, we have a level here, which is a couple of dollars below this, 39,326, and we have this level over here, 63,706, and the naked point. Let me mark these. These are very important levels. One level, two levels, and the third level being somewhere here. You leave value and your low. Let's call these the volume levels. Yearly volume. Okay, this is the yearly volume. Close that, get rid of this. Let's see something here with just a quick check of these lines, whether they lie at any high nodes. Here's a high node. This date is very important, the 47,000 region. This is very important region. This is basically this region, we can consider this as a region where we're going to see a bit of resistance. This monthly is super important as well. High volume node. Yeah, around 33,000. So yeah, these look nice. Now we have these levels. Let's look at the VWAPs very quickly as well. I take this VWAP, this VWAP, this VWAP. They're all above us, so I think they're going to be useless in our case. This is close, starting from the pump. Let me try. This is the downtrend VWAP is above us as well. Maybe this VWAP as well. Yeah, all of them are above us in terms of VWAPs, except this one. Maybe I'm going to keep this one only. Delete, 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 delete. This is fine. This is the VWAP that saved us, and now it's acting as resistance. This, I mean, let's see. Yeah, it was support, then flip to resistance here. Let's see if we get a retest around 47,000 or not. Well, let's see what happens there. VWAP is there. Full uptrend VWAP. Okay, now let's look at the naked point of controls. No, not this one. Starting with the dailies. Let's see what's above us, what's below us. Yeah, this would take time to load, so let's just look quickly here what's happening. And I'm going to just quickly draw the market structure to show you what has happened. Just a quick pull. We've passed all of these. No point. So in terms of market structure, let me draw the market structure. We have, let's starting from here, let's say, because we started this, we had an area of consolidation. Then where we started our uptrend. This is on the daily time frame. Here, here, and here. So basically we had a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, then a higher high. Then we took out this low, which is a lower low, a lower high than this, a lower low, but still didn't take this low out, a lower high, and a lower low, almost. We didn't take this low out yet. This is 39,500. Yes, this is 39,500 here. So we still didn't make a lower low on the daily time frame, which is very important. See, this was the uptrend. Let's say this is the high low. If you're going to take this high and low, so we still didn't take out this low. So this is very important, the level that bulls will definitely try to protect for much higher. So keep this in mind. This is the market structure on the daily time frame. And the weekly is quite similar as both come to this place. Let's look at the weekly. The weekly time frame is basically we have this high, then we have this low, then we have this high, excluding this high. Then we have this low, which still didn't take out this low. So we're at a critical point here. Will we take this low out or not? And some people might argue we just take this high over here without considering this as a high and a low. And we take this low over here like this. So basically to break this uptrend on a very high time frame, it's a very, very, very high time frame, we need to take this level out. So it's an important level everyone's looking at. So keep this in mind. This level is something to keep in mind. It's going to be protected, and we saw how it was basically the price bounced off of it when price reached that on different exchanges, including Binance as well. So just keep that level in mind. And in terms of market structure, moving back here, let's look at the daily naked point of controls and put them on our chart. This is 46200. Let's do 46200. Daily level, daily naked point of control, 46200. That's one. Another one is at 49025. 49025, that's two. Nice levels above us. 49050, let me see that. 49037 actually. Yeah, let's just keep it there. It's our area. This is 50900. 50900. Below us we have this one, 39300, which is basically these levels are like magnets. 39300. So they need to pull price. We missed that one. Very important to be aware of. As well as this one, which is 56900. 56900. Then we have these two, 65800. 65800. One more here, which is 66500. 66500. These two levels, and below us, let's see if there's anything below us. 34350. Okay, 34350. 34350. Then we have this one, which is 33825. Then we have this one, which is 32275. Okay, these are the daily naked point of controls. Now for the weeklies, let's do the same. Yeah, I think this is lagging, but for the daily naked point of controls, let me add them all to a drawing, a group called naked point of controls. Let's do the monthly since it takes time to load. Yeah, okay. This is 33375. Monthly level. Monthly naked point of control 33375, which is close to this region. 333. Yeah, from where did I get 33? Three 450. Okay. 450. Okay. For the levels above us, we have this one, which is 48675. 48712. 48712. Let's put that. 48712. That's there. Then we have this one. Just these two. We have two here, which is around 18,000. We're going to keep that. I'm not going to plot it. So that's for the monthlies. Now for the weeklies. Let's look at the weeklies. Yeah, it takes time to load. So until it loads, we take these two, which is 56925. Let's put weekly. Weekly naked point control. 56525, yes. 5x925. 6925, which lies on the daily over here. Let's just keep that aside. I'm not going to plot them on top of each other. This is 60475. 60475. Then we have any more to the down and upside. Let's make sure. There's one below us, which is around 39275. So again, add this daily. I'm not gonna put it there. This is 32100. 32100. Again, not there. I'm gonna delete it. So these two levels close to each other. We're above it. So I would delete. Yeah, I'll delete this one. No, since we're above it. Wait. Do this one. Let's do something here. Let's just keep them all and start looking at the volume to make sure which should be deleted or not. Okay. That's that. And we look at this volume. This is fine. This is fine. I volume node to the upside. Delete the bottom one. 3. That keep. If we come all the way here, I think we should be fine to say that. Yeah. So I delete the top one, bottom one. This looks better. Yeah, this looks much better. Then we just quickly look at the top here. Yeah, I'd remove this as well. So yeah, much cleaner, right? So let's keep these levels in terms of naked point of controls. Let's look at some sessions. Do you have any session point of controls here? No, let's look at single print first. Yeah, we have one out on top of us. Anyways, let's look at single prints very quickly. Let's try to find inefficiencies here. This is one inefficiency. Let's just expand. See, price went very quickly between these two levels. Very important inefficiency to be filled. Let's see that. Which is between 44800 to 45500. Four, 500. Yes. 44800 to 45500. Inefficiency zone. Small, but keep an eye on. Let me bring it back just in case price gets through this. Let's rename it to inefficiency zone. Okay, very important to keep in mind. Let's see if it lies with any of these levels. No, 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 no. Good. So keep these two levels in mind. Now let's look at some session point of controls. This for today. This is a very important level. We actually hit this level, which we had from last night. And here, okay. Let's look at this, which is around 4720. $47.20. Text session point of control. Once I finish all this, I'm going to talk about the plan. Before making the plan, we need to do all this to know what's the plan and what has happened. 42,000. 42,000. Yeah, for 2010. 42,000. Okay, nice. Untouched levels, naked session point controls, and inefficiencies. Very important. Create a group. Naked session point of controls. Now let's look for liquidity zones here on the Bybit chart. We still have this level from over here. Untouched. Let me call it liquidity. And we have another level over here, which is really nice, which is, yeah, one more level down. 37282.5. Super nice level to keep in mind. Then we have this one over here. So yeah, these are the liquidity levels. Let me put them together as well before we start. Liquidity levels. Okay, we've gone for 30 minutes now almost. So liquidity levels. And then we have this ray from here. Okay, almost there, but not touched yet. Super important level to keep an eye on. Okay, so what's happening here? Let me now let's set the plan. Let's do the plan since we have most of the things on our chart. Let me check the order flow very quickly. How's the open interest? We've been in this range for quite a while now. Open interest is decreasing. Okay. Not long, the shorts and longs. Shorts increasing actually, longs decreasing on this drop. Okay. Good. Final level I would put here is, do I have it? The global low, yeah, this resistance, yes, it's here. So let's put the plan now. So what we do is basically we open every single thing we have over here and see what we have. Important level 65k, but if we claim okay, let me draw the zones. Here we have a lot of confluence. Basically we have the daily naked point of control and the daily, as well as this high that needs to be taken out. A lot of people shorted here, as well as I think this is over here as well. This 47k went down a bit above it. Let me see. Yes, it's at 51k. So this zone is very important. This is at 51k, the value area low of this range, meaning that we're going to retest the lows of this range where the volume was transacted. So let's mark this as one level. This is one level, a zone. Let's consider it as a zone. We're going to see how price will react once we reach this zone over here. Another zone is, this is inefficiency zone. I'm going to keep it on the chart. This is another zone, which is an important. We have liquidity here, a daily level, 0.786 Fibonacci level, global. What other levels we have here? So we're basically trying to build a case. Not any levels, but this is strong enough by itself. A lot of liquidity plus the 0.786 Fibonacci global, the daily level, as well as, let's check if this is here as well. The value area high of this range is here as well. So this is a super important level to keep in mind. If we find acceptance, we might test this point of control at the middle. So keep an eye on this level. I'm going to discuss what might happen as we reach these scenarios. This level is still important. We need to take it out. I'm looking for a reaction at this level, which is, I'm going to keep it the liquidity. I'm going to add this to liquidity as well. Liquidity levels. Then we have a bit of this inefficiency zone. Basically, if price goes back in, quick move here to the daily naked point of control. Basically, these are magnets that would be pulling price. Let's be fancy and add a magnet here. Is there a magnet? There. This is a magnet. Basically, you have the daily level, the daily naked point of control. This is also daily naked point of control, as it's also a magnet, and also the high of this zone. So this is an important level. I would short definitely. And the yearly point of control is here, along with the Fibonacci global local Fibonacci resistance, along with the yearly point of control, along daily point of naked point of control. Out of these daily levels and stuff like that, it's basically a region. So I would keep this level, very important level. Let me draw this. To the upside, we haven't touched this level yet. I'm going to explain in details what happened here exactly. So this level hasn't been touched yet. What else do we have? Let's see this drop. Where is the Fibonacci lie? Which is around this daily. Super important level, as I said. This is super important level to consider. $45, then the 47. Okay, this is the plan. We have this level, then If lost, we have this level. Then for the ultimate short, I might be looking at this level. For further down, this level looks nice. Daily naked point of control, daily weekly level over here, and this naked point of control. So 32,850. Let's draw a box here. Super important level. If this is lost, then I mean, okay. Until then, to be continued. So let's close our levels. Next second. Inefficiencies. So yeah, along with this for retracement. Okay, this is the plan. So what has happened so far with Bitcoin is that we were looking at this level over here for a really long time, right? So it barely came down to it, but did not touch it and take it out. That was the reason I did not take the trade, because based on your position size and the risk you're taking, you choose what trades to take. I didn't take this trade, but if you're trading on another exchange, like for example, Binance or another exchange, it actually touched that level to the dollar, and you should have taken that trade. And we had a really nice reaction to that level. So next, if you missed on that trade, it's okay. You're following your plans, you're following directions, you had a set of plans. This level, I look at reaction, then I long, but it front run it by a couple of dollars, so you didn't long. So you're in a position here and you're thinking to yourself, oh man, why didn't I take that trade? It's a really good trade. It gave around a 8% move. That's a big number for Bitcoin, let's say. And alts did much higher. So what was next? So when we had this move to the upside, let me show you in details what was happening actually. So when we had this and we had this move to the upside where long started showing interest a bit, not that much, but a bit, because it was touched on many exchanges. So longs basically were eyeing this place, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna long now, the price is gonna go up. So price kept on going up. Then other people saw people longing price going up. They said, okay, price is going up now, so this means that we're gonna go higher from here. This is the bottom. We have hit bottom, because I know a lot of people who look at Elliott waves, who look at other technical analysis tools, they think this is the signal. This is the signal that's going to take us to 100, 200, 400K. So those entered, then people started looking at those entering. They said, okay, I think the bear market is over. We're going higher. So they started entering until they pushed price higher. So these late peoples were in losing position for quite a while. They got stopped out because we took out this low, and price is now consolidating somewhere here until we hit. What did we hit at the top here? We basically hit this level, the naked session point of control, which is around 42420, which is here. As you can see, price came into it and we dropped, and now we're having a slight pump. Let's see how's the volume on that. Yeah, there are longs opening, but not that much high of O delta, being the difference between the market sells and buys. Then open interest is basically kind of increasing. So longs are coming in, are getting interested right now. But I mean, it's still, if you look at the market structure, don't let these kinds of moves play with your mind, because if you still look at the market structure, we haven't taken out the highs. We went down, let's say high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then kind of a lower low, kind of, but still. Then we went sideways basically until we made a lower high to this high, then a lower low, and still we made a lower high. Strength would be taking this. So we still made a lower high, a lower yeah, lower high, then lower low. On locally, very locally, strength would be taking this. But we haven't taken this because this is lower, basically lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And still we're at the lower high. So even if we're pumping, let's wait for this level to be reclaimed and have something like this move and retest, and then maybe start making higher highs, higher lows. Okay. So that's for the local market structure. But this is what happened when this SFP didn't happen on Bybit, let's say. But then if you look at this, where would be a nice entry? Okay, you missed that. You say, I missed that. I didn't enter this trade. I was looking at it. I was waiting for it for a very long time, but I missed it. Every time when you miss such moves, always expect a retracement, okay? So the retracement would have been here, and I posted this on Discord as well. This was the retracement to the dollar itself, the 0.618. So this retracement would have been a nice entry as you saw price coming down, because here I wouldn't call it a nice technical entry if you're not looking at order flow, because you had nothing here. You'd have no levels. You had just this level you've been waiting for a very long time, but you had no other levels to enter here. So it's fine. It's fine you missed this trade. It happens in trading. You missed trades, a pump happens, you're front run because other people on other exchanges got to this level and they started pouring price in. It's a level of very high interest. So just be proud that you knew this level, that we're going to have a massive reaction of this level. Now, we pumped from here, and then you're like, okay, I'm missing this trade. I'm missing, let's see how many percent. It's like I'm missing 6% move. What should I do? We had this drop because basically people had to get stopped out. People were over leveraging this move over here. And also, if you remember this lows over here when we had this range, let me show you. The reason we had this rapid drop here, because every time we hit this range, people were saying like, okay, the bottom is in, we're going to 100K. The bottom is in, we're going to 100K. And we didn't take out this low, so these longs and these longs were all piled up at this region over here. So once we reached this region over here, we saw this quick candle to the downside because it basically stopped all these over leveraged longs out. Then other over leveraged longs started coming here and here. So they need to be stopped out at somewhere here as they increase their stop losses to cover their fees, let's say, or whatever. So to where did we come back? To 0.61. Okay, this would be a nice technical entry with risking 1% of, basically risking 1%. Nice pump. So basically we're risking 1%. See, if we take, as I mentioned, market structure, if we take that, people start getting interested if we take that high. So we get a retest and maybe higher, or we go back low. So this is a live trade that you would enter as a scalp. Basically, if you're scalping, this would be a nice trade to enter. So so you enter here, you go higher, price goes higher, you enter, you're in profit, put your entry, maybe your stop loss below this low, or if you, depending on how much risk you're taking, your position size, maybe to this low, but always risk 1% only. And now you would have kept it at entry basically somewhere here, and you'd still be in profit to this point. So always, now the lesson here would be that always I'd look for this 0.618 retracement of any move that I might have missed. So this is where I entered on some alts, but this is a nice place to enter technically if you're following technical analysis. And as you can see, we're retesting this level over here. Anyways, this is for what has happened so far. So what's next? What's the next plan? I missed this, let's say, and I entered here. I'm in profits. I took some profits at this level. I'll take more profits at this level and this level. Then I might look for a short here. But an entry here would be nice. I'm waiting for lower. I really like this level over here to be taken out because there are many stops from, let me give you the date exactly. Where do you have this? So yeah, here basically we took this out. We made daily. There was a daily here that was holding it hard, but that's weak. That's gone, irrelevant. It's been touched too many times, not tradable anymore. So another location here. We have this daily. We have the naked. I think the naked point of control, as well as the liquidity region over here. No, the 0.786. Let me just check quickly. No naked point of controls, but the fact that we have a naked point of control down here shows that, okay, this is a magnet. I might pull price down. Not should, but there's a probability to pull price down. We also have naked point of control. So upside and single prints, basically these are all magnets. So naked point of control, and then we had this level. Yeah, the 0.786 Fibonacci level here, which is an important level. Let me close these just to avoid confusion. So as you can see, this is an important level to be taken out. If I take this out, I'm expecting as a quick move like this as well. If not, then this level would be really nice to be taken out, and this would be a really nice long as well. This is exactly where, look, what people right now are thinking is, where are we in a bear market or are we not in a bear market? And this is what we need to use to our advantage. Basically, let them think that way, but let's play to our advantage by knowing what they're thinking. So most of them on Twitter as well, I've seen people, they have considered this line, this trend line, as an indication of being in a bear market or not. Some people are considering this trend line as an indication. And basically, they're saying, some people are already saying we are in a bear market and we're going down from here. But do they have a plan? I don't think they have a plan. If we're in bear market, we're going to short it all the way down. If we're in a bull market, we're going to long it all the way up. So it depends on what's happening at the levels. So what people are looking at right now is, this was a very important level to, let's say, defend by the bulls. If they lost it, they think, okay, we lost this level, and based on the books that I've read, where is it? The drawing tool. Based on the book I read, this is 1, 2, and 3. This is a head and shoulders. So head and shoulders, I expect at breaking the neckline to go a very, very, basically a lot down. So that's what they might be looking at right now, a head and shoulders forming. Let me just draw the neckline very quickly. Yeah, let's just keep it this way. So upon breaking this neckline, they're going to say, okay, we're going to go down now. Yeah. We're going to go down now, and let's start shorting this. So everyone shorts it into what? Into the support region over here. So we know there's a support region over here. We know that a lot of people have longs open from over here to all this way up. Basically here longs were opening. I have a long open from here as well. Here. I have a long open from here as well, but I wasn't stopped out yet. But I have a long open from here. And there are many other people who have longs open from here. So they're like, they don't know that. So what happens is basically usually in the market that people open longs, a lot of people open longs, retail see, oh, price is going up. That seems that we're going to go to 100K. They start opening longs later on in the game. Then they start being in losing position. They're strapped longs. There's fuel for shorts to stop them out. Then go back up. The smart traders open here. Late longs open here. Then price starts going down, stopping them out, slowly out until it reaches this level. That's why it's important to take profits all the way up. I've been taking profits all the way up. So, yeah, so we have this level over here, which is super important. And you have the 0.786 Fibonacci, as well as the daily level, as well as a lot of liquidity. And people would be shorting so hard into that level, which is what I expect them to do, because they're looking maybe at this head and shoulder patterns, maybe at other patterns, for example, this triangle over here. Maybe they're looking at, let's think with me. What would usually retail look at? Moving averages, maybe. I don't know what the moving average is saying, but maybe moving averages. Maybe MACDs, maybe RSI. I don't know what they're looking at. They might be looking at things here, but these two are enough to tell you that, okay, people are going to short into support. And that's exactly what we need. For a move to the upside, we need a lot of shorts getting trapped underwater. So if a lot of people open shorts here, pushing price all the way down here, that means they get trapped in short position thinking they're going to go higher. But what actually happens is that the smart traders come after it. Yeah, they're short position, their price will go lower. I mean, they're going to start saying, okay, we're going to make a lot of profits. We're going to short this all the way down. And then smart longs start getting in here and going up, price going up. This is enough fuel. We stop them out. We stop these people out. We stop these people out. And we stop these people right now, those moon boys who are thinking of 100K right now out. And we've longed while they have all shorted, which are trapped, and we're going to use them as fuel to the upside. That's simply what's happening. What's the plan for this region over here? And that's what exactly I'm looking at for a long. And now, this is a possibility. But if this level is lost, and these moon boys over here, look what happened. Let me go into details, then I'm going to explain to you why it might get lost. See, I'm talking to you as a story. I'm telling you this as a story. So, here. The same scenario happened here. Bulls trying to long this level. Lot of big positions, maybe a lot of crypto influencers as well were longing this position as well. So the price was going up. Late longs came into the game. Basically, the retail seeing price go up. This is the bottom finish. We're going higher. This is we're going to 100K. They started getting in. So people who longed at this zone over here, are basically losing positions right now. Not right now, but they were in losing positions at some point. So and we're confused. And basically now, right now, if the longs either got stopped out with this move to the downside, taking these lows, or these longs who longs from here are confused. Are like, okay, this is not supposed to happen. We're supposed to go back up. I was in profit, I don't know, 7%, and now I'm 5% or 4% left. And I've leveraged this and my liquidation is very high, so I might get stopped out. They're confused and some kind of FUD is happening, as well as the shorts the shorts, basically those who shorted here are the smart traders, and those who longed here and profit, those who longed here are stopped out. So this is what's happening over here. So this, if their liquidation is above this region for people who longed here, those moon boys and those crypto influencers and all that who were mentioning long, the bottom is in 100K now. They kept on, if you go on Twitter, you're going to see all that. They kept on longing here. If price tends to go back down and stops them out, this is where the smart traders should come in and stop these people out. Once these people are stopped out. But there's a big but here. If these are the whales actually were involved here, longing, and they were out, let's say, at this point, maybe they have longs from here also, big whales, and they're out from this one. They haven't taken profit, let's say. Maybe those lucky whales, not those amateur, but they're lucky whales. Basically, they made money just longing anything. So if those people, whales basically means people with a lot of money, those people basically, if they get stopped out or lose their money, you wouldn't see much interest in buying here. So price wouldn't react as much to the upside from here. So that's why it's very important to watch the price action as it happens. Maybe add an alert here as price gets in closer, maybe higher as well. Maybe add it to 39,500. This would be a nice place to add an alert. And when this happens, stop people out, go down, a lot of shorts opening because of this head and shoulders coming into this. Then people actually longing, or price is gonna move sideways and go up, or my price is gonna come down, move sideways and then go back up. Whatever it's gonna happen, we're gonna see, or price is gonna go down. So we wait and see. Watch it on the 3 minutes because this happens very quickly. So I'd recommend watching it on the 3 minutes. If you missed the first trade, add this Fibonacci line, as you can see, this Fibonacci, and wait for retracement, and then you can enter there. just for next time if we reach that level. But this is a really nice level I'm looking at for a long. And this I would look at as well for a long. These two levels, keep in mind, very important. If we lose this, this means, what does this mean? This means that there was a really long range here from May until July. So this range, as I said on one of the divers live stream where we were discussing that price likes to move from ranges to trends to ranges to trends to balance to imbalance, balance to imbalance. If you watch that, if you haven't watched that, go watch that video. It's live stream number 3, divers. So we have the value area high here. So basically this range, if we lose this level over here, would be getting back into this range. Usually what happens when you get into back into this range, let me draw the lines for this range. This is here. And this is here. This is here, point of control. Yeah. So what happens usually when you lose this lines for the range, this basically top of the range, value area high, you go in for maybe you react from here, go up higher. I don't like this range. Bitcoin says people, buyers and sellers say I don't like this range, or buyers and sellers go back inside, retest the high of the range. Then if we find acceptance in this range, usually most of the time, based on statistics, it shows that we go test the point of control, which is around 32,900, then maybe move to the upside. If not, if we lose this level, then expect this 32,200 level, which is, yes, 32,200, 31,922, no, 32,300 level. So if we lost this level, the 32,903, then expect a 32,300 level. So another 500 points to the downside until we maybe range for another while here. Let's go do this. Let me show you more clearly. Maybe you come back here, find acceptance here, then you go test the point of control. Then if you didn't get this move to the upside, you go back to the down of the range. Then maybe range for a while here, then decide to go upside or downside. So it all depends what happens. Then you basically, if you're in this range, what you do is trade this top and then this low, long, short, take profits in the middle, long, take profits in the middle, short, until the range breaks and have that final losing trade or winning trade. So that's the range part here. This is to the downside. And if this is lost, we might see a 28K taking this liquidity. If this is lost, then we see 23K to the lower side and so on. 28K is very important as well, because let me just plot that over here. I don't want to be very bearish, but along from here to here is very nice. But 28K, this level is super important as well, because we have a lot of liquidity lying here for this whole move. Let's say this is a key level. So this is a very key level as well. Clear it back up. Key level to take, go up here, go down here, lose this, then take this. If this key level lost, then 23K. So the levels to the downside, it's clear. I think we understand our plan. What's the plan to the downside? Now to the upside. Let's zoom into the upside. And yeah, so if we retrace from here, if we basically go here, this would be a set of single prints that we expect price to move in quickly to hit this daily naked point of control. I think over here, this daily naked point of control, single prints, meaning inefficiencies, basically that would be a magnet for price to move quickly in, hit that daily naked point of control, maybe have a retrace from here to the downside. If not, what's this guy doing here? I think this should be here. Yeah, so if not, then go back to these highs over here. These highs, which is around 49,000. Let me see, 48,600, 48,600, 49,000. And so levels above us, to be clear, let me remove the singular inefficiencies as well, just to make it more clear to you. And let me remove this box over here to make it more clear to you. And let me remove this box over here. Let me see what level is here. 49, 100, 49. Okay. This is not, let me keep this box actually. So we have this box over here, this box. So now if price starts going up, no problem. We had this inefficiencies over here that we might has as a resistance to the downside, or we have this inefficiency, we fill it up to this top over here and then after the downside, or we have this inefficiency, find acceptance here, hit this naked point of control, go higher to this, maybe a flip from this region, or we have a flip from this region over here for a short. This is a nicer region to short, this is a nicer region to short. 46,200, 49,025, very nice regions to short, as this, if you take this high over here, you get into this zone taking this high of all these shorts for a move to the downside, and also hitting this naked point of control. And also I think there's a level there, let me just make sure. Looks like there is one. Yeah, a bit higher, 0.786. Yeah, so this is an important level. Anyways, this region is very important, 49k to 50k, as well as the 56k to the upside. Then if these are passed, then this would be a sign of strength. If we, let's call this a key level, a sign of strength from here would be, I mean, I'm really looking for this level, but assuming we're planning for every possible scenario. So assuming we just ignore all these levels and go to the upside, and we might find resistance here as we're testing the previous high of this whole range. And if we pass it and retest it, so I expect somewhere around 57,000. Yeah, this would be a sign of strength actually for the bull market. Let's say for an uptrend, as we break market structure, taking this high, maybe a higher low, then a higher high, maybe something here, taking this, it's flipping this resistance to support, then a higher high, into this, which would be another short for us to the downside, maybe here, this level. So assuming this happens, we go here, we range, we go here, we range, we go up until this region over here, then we come back down to this region, then we go up higher, possible scenario, go back down to this region as well and go up higher, possible scenario. So these are all possible scenarios. That's why we have these levels to look at every time. These are very important levels, by the way. So yeah, that level, if that's done, then we go to 57k, 57k, we have the yearly naked point of control. That by itself is enough to show how strong this place is. But we have the daily naked point of control as well as the, yeah, this region is important. If this is done, we're done with this level over here, we go to this level we're done with, we go to the 65. But I don't think this is strong enough, because I mean, if we reach all the way up here, why not take this high? Then we look for higher, basically. To the downside we're clear, to the upside we're clear. Let me just quickly remove everything so you see everything clearly. Let me put this as a key level. Key level. This low and another low would be here. Let me add it here. No, these are basically, let me just turn on the liquidity levels. Liquidity, key level. Yeah, okay. These are all very important levels. Yeah. Yeah, so these levels are very important levels. So the plan for this week is clear. We know what to do to the downside if price wants to go to the downside. We know what to do to the upside if price decides to go to the upside. And for the currently basically the the trades that if you want to take in between, these are 2 levels right now you should be watching very closely. Let me just show you very quickly. Oh, we reacted to it. See, magic. No, we haven't. Have we? 43200. No, this is from where did I get? Yeah, this was this level, I think. This level right before us, 4220, 4210. Yeah, this was a level right before we put it at the beginning of the video. So this was a beautiful scalp short. I take profits by now because it's scalp trade. Maybe to the 0.618 and then higher. This was one level. We took this out. Now we look for this level to the downside, and then we have one up at 43200. Let me change this to 43200. Once these levels are hit, then you just delete them. So I think the plan is clear now. Everything is clear for the current trades. These 2 levels are very nice to take. Let me see if there's any high time frame right now. No, nothing here. Anyways, these are the levels. These are things to consider. The plan is clear. If you have any questions, you can ask, but this is the plan. Easy, simple, trade it level to level. I'm going to update you as it happens on Discord. So yeah, I think that's all for today and this week. If anything very, let's say, important happens, I'm going to update you on Discord. So that being said, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, ask me on Discord. I'm going to be more than happy to help you. So happy trading and enjoy trading, and I hope to see you in the next live stream.